students, welcome to all. Welcome to this first session of the topic mensuration from 8th standard. What is meant by mensuration? Yes, mensuration is nothing but measurement. Measurement of any closed plane figures. Measurement of any solid figures. This is called as measurement. ಅಳತೆ ಮಾಡುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೆನ್ಸುರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So what are the topics to be covered in this lesson? The first one is introduction. Second one is we have to learn about the perimeter versus area. Next one is trapezium. What is meant by trapezium? Trapezium is another closed plane figure. General quadrilateral, rhombus and polygons. Rhombus and polygons are also a types of quadrilateral. So in this chapter we have learned all these terms. So first we have to discuss what we learned in the previous standard. So in the previous standard we have learned about the perimeter and area of the any plane figures like triangle, rectangle, circle, etc. So now we can discuss what is perimeter and what is area. Students, now coming to this perimeter. What is perimeter? Look at all these figures. Here is a plane figure rectangle, triangle, rectangle, square, rhombus. Student, all of you know, all of you familiar with these examples. So what is the perimeter of this figure? So here we look at this rectangle. What is this perimeter? Suppose the length of this rectangle is 4, breadth is 2. What is the perimeter? The total length of the boundary is perimeter. So, perimeter is the boundary of a closed figure. So, what is the boundary? Boundary means what? You start from this point, you are going through like this, and once again you reach this point. This is what boundary. So, this is a closed figure. The total length of this figure, total length of this boundary of the figure is called as a perimeter. So perimeter is the boundary of a closed figure. Suppose this is 4, this is 2. What is the perimeter? You can add this again because the properties of rectangle means opposite sides are equal. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Again this 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. So 12 is the perimeter of this rectangle. So we read once again the total length of the boundary is perimeter. And what is area? Area is the region occupied by the closed figures. Observe this one. So this is what? A region. So the area is nothing but the region occupied by this closed figure is called as area. So how much quantity of place it occupies? So that quantity of place, that quantity of area. So how much quantity of that area is within that enclosed figure? So that's what area is the region occupied by the closed figure is called as area. So students, now we will learn about what is perimeter and what is area of these different figures. So far in our day-to-day life, so many objects comes like square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, triangle, like this. Okay. So now we have to discuss what is what is the area of this perimeter? What is the area of this square? And what is the perimeter of this square? Students, you know that the properties of a square. What are the properties of square? Is in a square, all the sides are equal. So now look at this figure. So this is what a square. So in this square, all the four sides are equal. So each of the length is L. Each of the side is L. Okay. So now tell me, what is its area? Area of the square is side into side. Side into side. That means here the side is L. So L into L. L square. L into L square means length into length is L square. So what is its perimeter? Perimeter of this square is what? So now look at this one. Here all the sides length will be equal. That's why. So perimeter of this square is 4 times of its length. 4 times of its length. Therefore you write 4L. Students, similarly you can see the next shape, that is what? Rectangle. So in our classroom also, where so many objects comes under a square shape, rectangle shape. Our blackboard itself is also a rectangle shape. Our door is also a rectangle shape. Our book is also in a rectangular shape. Now tell me, what is the area of this rectangle? Students, here the length, the larger side is called as L. So you write this one is L and the small one is called as breadth. So here this is L length and this one is B, length into breadth. So what is the area of that rectangle? Area of the rectangle will be length into breadth. What is its perimeter? Students, you know that what are the properties of rectangle? So in rectangle also opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this side and this side are equal and parallel. So all the angles will be 90 degree, you know that. So that's why this length, this is L, this is also L, this is B, this is also B. Now tell me the perimeter of the rectangle. Yes. So it is 2 times of L plus B. So the sum of all 4 sides. The sum of all 4 sides. Otherwise you can write. So opposite sides are equal. So you write 2 times of L plus B. This is what? The perimeter of the rectangle. Coming to the third shape, that is what? A parallelogram. So what is parallelogram? So the shape of the parallelogram looks like a rectangle, but it is not a rectangle, because here all the angles will be 90 degree, but here the angles are not in 90 degree. It is in a slant shape. That's why it is a parallelogram. So what is its area? So coming to this area, so this is the base is called as base. This one is base length, this one is height. You consider this is what? Height. So now this area of this parallelogram is base into height. Base into height. And what is its perimeter? So perimeter means the boundary length. So the sum of all 4 sides. So perimeter of this parallelogram is sum of all 4 sides. The sum of all 4 sides is called area of this triangle. Students, you can see this one. This is, I already told that this is a square, and it is also called as a parallelogram. All the properties of parallelograms holds good in this square. When we draw a diagonal of this parallelogram, that diagonal divides the parallelogram into two triangles. Okay, so now look at this one. So this diagonal divides this parallelogram into two triangles. Okay, so what is the area of this triangle? Students, directly you can write the area of triangle is half into base into height. So it is half of the area of the parallelogram. That's why you write half into base into height. And what about this perimeter? So perimeter of this triangle is sum of all the four sides. Because suppose you take this is 4, this is 3, this is 5. What is its perimeter? The total length of this triangle is called as perimeter. Therefore, you write the perimeter is sum of 3 sides. The sum of 3 sides is called as perimeter of the triangle. Okay? So far we have studied about the area and the perimeter of some shapes like rectangle, square, triangle, parallelogram and all. So now we will learn about what is the area and the perimeter of the circle. Finally, we coming to the circle. What is the perimeter? What is how about the circle? So circle is not a polygon. It is not a sides. Okay. So how to find this area and perimeter? So area of the circle is pi r square. Area of the circle is pi r square. Here r is radius of the circle. R is radius of the circle. When coming to this perimeter, coming to this circle, the perimeter of the circle is circumference of the circle. What is meant by circumference? So the boundary of this circle, you start from this point A. So you start from A, so you going like this. This is what a boundary of the circle. So the perimeter of the circle is nothing but circumference of the circle. What is the circumference of the circle? Yes, that is 2 pi r. So the area of the circle is pi r square and the perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r, means it is circumference of the circle. So in this way we have discussed about so many shapes comes in our day-to-day life. Students, now we are use all these formulas for doing some problems in your exercise questions. Okay, so now we will make use of these formulas in our day-to-day life problems. Now we discuss exercise questions 9.1 of page number 121. Students, now we can look at the question number 1. A square and a rectangular field measurements as given. This is square and this one is rectangular. This measurement is given. And the same perimeter. So these two figures having the same perimeter. Which field has a larger area? So the perimeter of these two figures is equal. But now we have to find which is the larger area among these two figures. So how to find the area? Yes, we have to use the formula and find the area of those shapes. So what is the area of the square? Yes. So now first we have to find the area of the square, and first we have to find the perimeter of the square. What is the perimeter of the square? So first we are going to find the perimeter of the square. So write perimeter of the square. Perimeter of the square. So the formula of perimeter of the square is 4 into L. So what is L? L is length of the square. So write 60. So 460 is 240. So it is the length is in perimeter is in meter. You write the meter. So what is the question given? A square and rectangle field measurements is given having the same perimeter. So what about this perimeter of this rectangle? Yes, the perimeter of the rectangle. Second what? Perimeter of the rectangle is, you know the formula? What is that formula? Is 2 times of L plus B. So that is given. So you have the same perimeter, no? These two figures having the same perimeter, it is given. So this is also same, you write 240. So now you can find here only the length L is given. Now we have to find the breadth B. So by using this formula you can find the breadth. So write L plus B equal to 240 divided by 2. So the answer is 2 1 2 2 0. That becomes what? 120. So now what is L? L is 80. So write 80 plus B equal to 120. So B equal to what? So B equal to, so now here write this B equal to 120 minus 80. That becomes what? 40. So the breadth of this rectangular field is what? 40 meters. Okay. So now, what is the other question? Which field has a larger area? Students, now we have to find once again area of these two figures. So now find the area. So write area of square. So area of square is L square. L square means 60 square. 60 square is what? 6 6 are 30, 36. So 0 into 0 double 0. So you write whole square. So 3600 square meter. Otherwise you write meter square. So what about the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle S. Area of rectangle is what? That is what? L into B. So what is here L? L is right 80. B is 40. Multiply these two we get 8 4s are 32. So you write these two zeros. This is square meter. Now look at this one. This is what? Area of square. This is what? Area of rectangle. Which field has larger area? Look at these two. So among these two, the area of the square is larger area. So our answer is, you write area of square field is larger area. So write finally, you write area of square field is larger. Area of square field is larger area. Okay. So this is what our answer. So when coming to the question, first read the question 2 or 3 times carefully. and analyze the question, what is given and what is to be found out. So the given part is what the length of these two figures given, the perimeter of these two are equal. By using that property, by using that concept, we have to find the breadth of this rectangle. So because the length of the square is 240, so the perimeter of this rectangle also 240 because it is given in the problem. So by using this one, we find the breadth of this rectangle, that is what, 40 meters. By using this measurement, first we find the area of the square, that is L square, that is length is 60, so 60 square is 3600 square meter, and similarly the area of the rectangle, that is L into B, that is what, 3200. Among these two, which one is the larger area? This is what, larger. Therefore the area of the square figure is larger. So this is our answer. Students, now coming to the second question from exercise 9.1, that is Mrs. Kaushik has a square flat with the measurement as shown in figure. This is having Mr. Kaushik flat. It is in square shape. She wants to construct a house. She wants to construct a house in this flat, in the middle of the flat. So in middle she wants to construct that house. A garden is developed around the house. So she wants to develop the garden surrounding this house. Find the total cost of developing a garden. So what is the cost of developing a garden around this house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square? Students, you can read the question one or two times carefully. So Mrs. Kaushik flat is in square shape. It is given. ನೋಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದು ವರ್ಗಾಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಒಂದು ಮನೆಯನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅದರ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಒಂದು ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದರ ಮನೆಯ ಸುತ್ತ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವಳು she wants to develop a garden around this house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. So 55 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ 1 ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವಳು ಆ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್? ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅದರ ಕಾಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. ಸೊ first we have to find the area of garden. So namige what is the cost of this developing the garden andaga ee garden area bekagutte. So this shaded portion is nothing but garden area. So now we have to find area of garden. So now find area of garden. Okay, so area of garden ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ rectangle from area of square. Okay, so this is a square, this is what, rectangle. You subtract this rectangle from this square, we get the garden area. So you know that the area of square is L square. Okay, so that is what, 25 square. So right, L square minus area of rectangle is what, L into B. Right, L into B. So now you can put the values. L square is what, 25 square. Put the values. L is 20, B is 15, 20 into 15. You can simplify this one. 25 square is 625 minus 20 into 15 That is what? Area into rate. That is what? Area into rate. Look at this one, students. Now we already find out the area of garden. We are already finding the area of garden. So put this garden area, that is 325, and multiply by the rate. What is the rate? Per meter square, how much it is? 55. So that is 55 per meter square. This is also in meter square. Okay. So now cancel this one. You cancel meter square, multiply these two. We get the answer is 17,875 rupees. So what is the cost of developing that garden area? That is 17,875 rupees. This is what the cost of developing the garden area. Students, this is also very simple question. So Mrs. Kaushik ಅವಳು ಒಂದು ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಗ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮನೆಯ ಸುತ್ತ ಗಾರ್ಡನನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಗಾರ್ಡನನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೇನೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲನ್ನು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ 325 ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. For developing this garden area, the rate of rupees is 55 per meter square. So per meter square is 55. What about this 325 meter square? So you multiply this to get 17,875 rupees. So in this way you can analyze and simplify the question. Students, you can look at these questions. These questions coming from page number 120. You look at these questions, students. Okay. So try these is given. So match the following figures with their respective areas in the box. I will explain this question. You can try the answers. You can try to answer them. Okay. So what is that question? You can match. You can first we have to find area of this. What is the shape? This is in parallelogram shape. First find out the area of this shape, and again you can compare with these four figures. So which figure will be matched? So you can, that point to be noted. So area of this parallelogram is equal to area of any one of these figures. Okay, and that way you can find out the first question. And also the second question is given. Write the perimeter of each shape. Students, you know that what is the perimeter? Perimeter means the boundary of the boundary of this figure. Okay, the total length of this sides is given is nothing but perimeter. So you can find the perimeter also. So on that way you can try these two problems. And again you coming to this exercise 9.1. So from this 9.1 I already explained the first, second. You can try to answer the third question, and you can try again this 4 and 5, fifth question as a homework. Students, so far we have discussed about the perimeter and area of the different shapes of plane figures like square, rectangle and all. And also we have discussed about how to solve the problems related to perimeter and area, and also the day-to-day life problems. Okay students, I hope you understood all the concept of this video class. Thank you.